morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to our first quarterly meeting for 2009. I appreciate everybody coming out today since we had to reschedule from the snow day last week. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Irene. I'm the Executive Director of the North Reading Chamber of Commerce, and this is John Douglas. He is the president this year. I'd like to start by thanking Reading Municipal Light Department for hosting us today, even accommodating us again after the snow, and to Ryers for catering this morning, all the hot coffee, which everyone needed on a cold day today, and the delicious food. I'd also like to welcome some of our new members that are here today. Doug Mercurio from the law office of Douglas M. Mercurio in North Reading. Doug specializes in real estate law, and he's also a chairperson for the Chamber's North Reading Government Affairs Committee. So welcome, Doug. I also want to introduce Julie Centrella. She's the owner of Anya's Boutique in Reading. Anya's is a new boutique. It's on the opposite side of Haven Street, behind Twin Seafood in Reading, and Anya sells I have here chic women's clothing, accessories, specialty children's clothing, makeup, and more. So you should check it out. I did, and I spent a lot of money there. Jennifer Donahue and Tara Konaxis of Embellish Salon, and they're also located next to Anya's on the other behind Twin Seafood on Haven Street, and that's a really new and trendy hair salon. And it's owned by two experienced professional hairdressers who offer great cuts and coloring for men, women, and children. I took my daughter there. It was really great. And I just wanted to give you also a few reminders. All membership renewals are due for 2009. We sent out second notices, so if you didn't get a chance to renew in January, we're hoping that you're going to renew with us before February. And please do that, because this year we're going to be updating the database for the website, the email, and we wouldn't want to have to take you off and put you on. I'm hoping to have that accomplished by March 1st. There's a multi-chamber business card exchange at the Newton Marriott on Monday, February 9th. There's flyers outside if you're interested in doing that. Also, the Chamber has a new marketing opportunity called the Business Highlight, and we did one for Anya's, and we've done one for the Chocolate Truffle. I also have a fish bowl back there. I was going to do a drawing at the end of the meeting today for a free one. If that's something that you're interested in, I know you guys have probably gotten the emails. Let me know. And two last things. Sorry. We're nominating for the Outstanding Citizen of the Year. So we have our former last year, Mark Hall was our Outstanding Citizen of North Reading. And we're looking for two more, one from Reading, one from North Reading this year. So if you know someone who's worthy of being honored, I have some forms out at the front table, and it's also online. And the last thing I want to mention, we are having our Ladies' Night Out event that we renamed Women Celebrating Women, and that's going to be in Thursday, May 14th. We've expanded a bit, so we're going to be at the Shriners Auditorium. We're going to be in the Fez Room. We're looking forward. It's fun, food, fashion. If anyone's interested in that, I have flyers. And yeah, and we're partnering with the Wilmington Chamber on that. So if we're expanding, we're going to have more people there and the opportunity for more vendor booths. So look forward. If there's information out there, and I will, of course, be giving you more emails regarding pricing and things on that. So I just want to get started. I'm very excited to have this panel here to speak with us this morning. And over the past 18 months since I've been working with the Chamber, I see the best way for the Chamber to work is to work with each other. Share ideas, cross-market, and rely on each other for advice, and that's what this is about. And most importantly, purchase from each other. I mean, a healthy local economy makes a more vibrant, attractive community. So, really rely on each other a lot. So the Chamber is your organization, and it's what you want to do with it. And I continue to attempt to add value to the membership. So if there's anything that you want to try or that you need, I'm up for anything. So please don't hesitate to ask. So now I'd like to introduce to our president for 2009, who introduced our panelists, owner of Douglas Edgerly Investment Funeral Home. You all know him, John Douglas.
And Irene's going to repeat all that at the end of the meeting.
Sorry.
I'm very happy to have everyone here with us this morning. It's a very cold morning, and I appreciate all you coming out so early. I want to thank our panelists for being here also. I'd like to introduce our panelists. They're going to be speaking today about small business survival. in a down economy, how they're running their businesses as a small business in a struggling economy at this time. To my far right is Vinnie from the Reading Light Department. Next is Eric Evans, he's from Edward Jones Financial. Doug Mercurio Esquire, as he was introduced earlier, attorney from North Reading. Dave O'Neill, Century 21 from North Reading. Sheila Smith for Sage Financial. Larry Andrews, Vice President of the Savings Bank. And Erin Calabacci from the Chocolate Truffle. Thank you all for being here with us today. And what they're going to do is each one has a small presentation that they're going to give. And then when they're finished, then we're going to open it up for questions and answers. And ask them, put them on the hot spot. All right. Thank you very much.
Some water here in case
So
your mouths get dry.
start with you, Vinnie. Okay. Go left to right.
An hour each.
Now we need more coffee.
I'd like to thank the Chamber for coming here this morning, and you're very welcome to use our facilities. One of the things that Irene said about using and purchasing from the local businesses, one of the things that I've told our materials management people is that it's at all possible to buy from our businesses within the service territory. Although we do have bidding laws we have to follow, I do encourage that. And I encourage to buy from each and every one of you. John, that's your business.
I'll get you soon enough, Vinnie. Don't worry.
Hopefully they won't have to bid us. I don't know what the lowest bidder would be for that type of business. I'm not sure what I'd end up. In this economy, speaking globally, businesses have to look at not only the revenue projections in the market, but also their internal costs. There's obviously the way to run a business is you're going to be bringing money in, and money's going to go out to pay for the raw to pay for your product. It's important to realize that expenses can be controlled so that companies can, as a going concern, stay in business. I'm not saying anything that you don't know, but one important thing that you have to recognize is that you have to, with controlling costs, put out the same product that people expect you to have when business is good, when the economy is good. At the NMLD, we see this year that for fiscal year 2009, our revenues are probably going to be down about $2 million, our base revenues. And we just did that reforecast. And in response to that, we are looking internally to see what expenses we can control between now and the end of the year. We've just went through that effort. We looked at our operating expenses and we looked at our capital programs. And we're looking between now and the end of the fiscal year, which is June, to try to control our expenses so that it will ease the pain of that $2 million shortfall that we're expecting. One of the things that I look at is that although we're in business to provide a product, we're also in business to help all the other businesses provide their products. We provide a raw material that, depending on your business, is either a major or maybe a minor part of your business, but electricity is used by businesses to produce their products. And we understand that, we recognize it, and we constantly strive to make sure that not only is electricity reliable, and that it's also put out to our customers in the most economic fashion, and it can be. I'll just go in a little bit about what's happened over the last year with the RMLD. Obviously, when the fuel charge for the RMLD has gone up over the last year. What we do here is to try to smooth out the effect of the fuel charge in your billings. The fuel charge represents the cost of producing power that's charged to us by all our power suppliers. And historically, the fuel charge has been a smaller part of your bill. Over the last year, it's become the larger part of your bill. We peaked in September. We had, I think, a 9.4% fuel charge. Right now, it's down to 6.9 cents a kilowatt hour, and we're hopefully looking to get it a little lower in the spring. That's just one of the things that we're doing in the market, is to try to find out what advantages we can take as far as fuel goes. I'm going to go into a little bit about energy conservation. We had a company perform a study for us to determine what energy conservation advantages there are out there in our service territory. The result of that study was that in the commercial sector, especially lighting, HVAC and refrigeration, that there are some things that the RMLD can do with customers to educate customers, and maybe have customers change out some lighting, and maybe if there's refrigeration systems and HVAC systems that are older, we can encourage people to update them, which would save the customers money. The RMLD also has a commercial energy efficiency program that we've had going for a while. We've enhanced it over the past year or so, and hopefully we can roll something out in the near future that will enhance the program even more. We have commercial energy audits that we provide to customers. Depending on the size of the customer, the cost of the audit can fluctuate, but we do provide those. We also have commercial lighting program where we provide rebates to customers if they agree to retrofit their lighting. And depending on the size of the customer and the amount of lighting that's retrofit, we'll give the customers a rebate. And we've done quite a few of those over the past few years. We also are looking at incentives for alternative energy programs, including solar, combined heat process program, which would be a kind of cogeneration with the heating system. We're also looking at solar water heating as an alternative to electric or gas water heating. So we have these programs that we try to gear to the commercial sector so that the commercial sector can hopefully streamline their energy usage. We do have two key accounts people on our staff, Michelle Benson, who's here, and Joe Balicki, who's here. They each help the commercial sector. Michelle has the large commercial customers, and Joe has the remainder. So I think Joe, you might know Joe if he's contacted you about questions you have on your energy usage. But I think the important part is that the RMLD is here to help you streamline your energy usage, keep your energy costs down as low as possible, so that in the end, the product that you produce can be produced in the most efficient manner. Thank you.
Did you just want to mention our letter writing campaign, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll mention it. Real quickly, the people that administer the electrical system in New England is called the Independent System Operator in New England. It's what they call a regional transmission organization. They're located in Holyoke, and they schedule transmission. They do studies on the reliability of the system. However, when they put things in place for the sake of reliability, they don't take into consideration customer costs. What they do is they just tell us, this is what we're going to do, and by the way, your portion of this is going to be this, and we have to pay that. We have some say in that. We have a participants committee that we can have some say in it. But for the most part, things get put in place that maybe there's alternatives that the ISO hasn't considered. And one of the things that is lacking in their process, we believe, as municipal electric utilities, is that they don't do cost-benefit analysis. I've gone to Washington the last few years to get on there and complain to the local congressman about the fact that there needs to be oversight from Congress or the FERC on the independent system operators. And we're not the only one. We have them in PJM, and there's Mid-American, the California ISO, down in Texas, there's an ISO.